Alright, so here we are again, back where we left off on our lucky number generator. So we had the graphical goodness with the letters, labels, and all the buttons. Now let's make it work. What happens if I go ahead and click the local Windows debugger? An error? Error LNK1561 entry point must be defined. Now what can I do about this? Well, there are a couple things that you gotta do to make Visual Studio's 2013 to cooperate with C++. For this, we're gonna go ahead and go to Properties, and in Properties, there will be a couple things I'm gonna be doing here. Let's go down to the linker, and the linker will go to select Windows. Nope, not Windows. Let's see here. System. Yeah, I'm slow. And in System, we'll select a subsystem, and I'll go ahead and select subsystem Windows, and then go to Advanced, Entry Point. We'll type in main. We'll click OK, and then right here, let's get our myccp out. Move you over to my and in the myccp, well, let's try running just after those adjustments, see what happens. Okay, so there are still a couple errors. Alright, so it's ready for some code here. Let me go ahead and find what I'm looking for. Okay, so you get this block of code right here. You don't want to call it this. You want to call it lucky numbers. All I know is that this code makes it work. So, and this is what I got. Let me go ahead and click the debugger. And just like magic, it runs. How cool is that? The buttons don't do anything, but at least we're not getting those errors anymore. Just observing what we did in the CPP, we got the stat thread, the main, a couple things with the scope operator with the applications, and I am just trying to sound smart at this point. Yeah, namespaces, all that good stuff. But now that we got that far, what we can do next is we're going to go ahead and make the buttons work. In order to get the functionality going, we're going to need to do some fancy thing called view code. Let's see the code behind all this magic. Now, all this code is what's generated from this GUI. So from this pragma once down all the way through these pointers, or I think I want to call them pointers, I don't know. All these labels to the picture box, controls, that's all automated code. And we're going to need to manipulate it. Okay. So, where do we start? Okay. So what we want to do is we want to do a form load first. And to do a form load, we're going to go ahead and get near the bottom right here. Just going to click on that, and you get an event handler. This is going to be the my form load event handler. In the form load event handler, we're going to want to initialize all the labels to what we call an ellipsis. And to do so, I'm going to need to do this first here. So I'm actually making a function outside of that called clear. And then I'm going to go ahead and call clear right in the form load. Alright. So if I were to run it, they all become dots. Or ellipsis. Proper terminology, man. Proper terminology. Okay. After that, I'm going to go ahead and add some things here to the top of the code next to pragma once, which is our regular old includes IOStream and CTime. And for this, I'm going to go ahead and build another event handler. I'm going to click that. Alright, so I'm right here. This is my get the lucky numbers event handler. And in here, we're going to get something that looks like this. I'll just get the whole chunk in there. Let me get that out there. Let's format this, make it look a little cooler. So this is our good old seed, our loops that we had in our random number generator program. And then this is where we use the point operator thing to labels. Then we convert the text into our 6 lucky numbers from our array. Pretty cool. That's the syntax. Also, as soon as we click this button, we're going to also disable the first button, and then we'll enable the second button. And the second button, of course, is going to be the reset button, which I'll put right here. And probably should be a little more responsible with my comments. So I'll put that right there. So reset's gonna do the clear function, and then it's gonna do the necessary enables and disables. And we'll go ahead and run the program here. So if we click get lucky numbers, it pops up all these numbers right there. Now if we click reset, oh, it's hating on me. Oh, you know what? There's something to be learned here. Got a little too feisty. You don't want to do an event handler like that. You want to actually click the darn thing, make the event handler, and then put in your code. So yeah, there are some quirks when dealing with these Windows form applications, but you'll learn them through time and trial and error. With that, hypothetically, I think it'll work. Random numbers. Reset. Random numbers. Reset. Random numbers. Reset. It's working. And it's disabled. Can't click it. Can't click it. Beautiful. It works. So yeah, let's just go over this one more time. So I did my dabbles from my properties. Did this with the CPP file to make that thing work. And then get my includes. All this stuff that was automatically generated, so I didn't have to do it. The thing doing all the nice old dirty work for me. Then here I do my event handlers, make them into dots. Have this call to clear function when it loads. Here's going to be the good old-fashioned random number generator, where we just manipulate the labels. Then we have some on and off switches to the buttons. And then here we reinitialize those ellipses. And then we do the on and off buttons to the reset function, thus producing this result. And yeah, guys, that's everything for our cool Windows app random number generator. Lucky numbers.